Welcome to Ielts Foundation, Unit 3. It's Mehdi Tahiri. So, we are going to cover some questions and I will be answering those questions as sample answers for my students. What should you do when you feel sick? Normally, you should go and visit a doctor and see if they prescribe any sort of medications. Or you should just rest at home and maybe have some vitamin C, eat some oranges until you get better. What should you do to lose weight? In order for you to lose weight, you probably have to change your eating habits. Um, you shouldn't eat a lot of junk food, and you should probably hit the gym. Start exercising a bit. If you find it really difficult to go to the gym, you could go to a local park and start walking, or go for a jog, or play a little bit of football with your friends. Should Iranians immigrate to other countries? Well, this is a controversial topic. Some people believe that Iranians should immigrate to other countries because they could probably earn a higher salary in other countries. They could probably have a better standard of living. They could drive better cars. And people who are a little patriotic believe that they should stay in their own country and help their country develop. So it depends on your belief, basically. In this day and age, should people go to universities? It depends on your field of study, I guess. If we are looking at programmers and people who make, applications, graphic designers, I don't really think it's necessary for them to go to university. In fact, I believe their university should be platforms like YouTube because they could watch a lot of tutorials and create what they want, implement what they want by following those tutorials. But in other field of study, I guess they have to go to universities. For instance, if you want to become a doctor, if you want to become a nurse, if you want to become a pilot, you have to study for it. You have to participate in the classes and pass the exams with great grades in order for you to pursue a career in that field of study. Can you wear makeup in schools in Iran? Well, it's prohibited in Iran. The ladies, the girls, they can't wear makeup in schools. I don't really know why, because actually all of the schools, apart from universities, are, girls only school. I don't see the problem of them wearing makeup, but it's against the rules anyway. Do you have to drive to work? Personally, as an online English teacher, or as an English teacher, I could teach at home online, but I do have some face to face classes that are a bit far from my house, so yes, I have to drive to those places. Can you speak in French? Unfortunately, I can't. I know a little bit of, some phrases, some very simple, basic sentences. Like, I could say, my name is Mehdi Tahiri by saying, Je m'appelle Mehdi Tahiri, but I don't know French that much, and I wish I could spend some time and learn French because I believe it's a very beautiful language. Why do you have to learn English? Personally, I have to learn English because as an English teacher, I have to always update my knowledge, and I have to learn better vocabulary, better idiomatic expressions. But most of my students, they want to learn English and they have to learn English in order to immigrate to other countries, in order to study in other countries, or even find a job. If you go abroad, which job would you apply for? Well, as an English teacher, my, job opportunities are a bit limited. I would say that if I ever go abroad, I would continue teaching English. But if I ever wanted to leave teaching English, I might pursue a career in using the language in other aspects, in other work fields. For instance, I might become a translator, an interpreter. I might work for a company that needs somebody who could speak English really well, who could write in English. So that's about it. Do children have to learn about Islam in school? In Iran, it's compulsory for students to learn about their religion. They have to know, a lot of things related to Islam and Shiism. But I know for a fact in, for example, the UK, they have to learn about different religions. So they are taught some stuff about Islam, for example, what people have to do before praying, which is called the wudu, which comes from the Arabic language. And I guess in Persian we say wuzu. They also have to learn about Christianity, about Judaism, Sikhism, atheism. So yeah, students in the UK have to learn about different languages. Different religions. Why did I say languages? That's weird. Um, can you use your hands free when you are at work? It depends really. Sometimes I have online classes, then I would prefer to use my hands free, and in that way I could hear my students really well, and the microphone on my hands free are really good so they could hear me clearly as well. But if I have some face to face classes, I don't think it's necessary for you to have hands free, so um, I mean, there are no rules against it. You could have a hands free in one of your ears or both of your ears and teach face to face, but that would look a bit odd. It would look a bit weird, and I think it's just unnecessary. Should children know how to use a computer or laptop nowadays? I guess it is vital, it's crucial that children have to learn how to use a computer or laptop, because we live in an era where computers and laptops are very important. We use our laptops to create PowerPoint presentations, to write Word documents, write essays, so they have to know how to use them. I think it would be very bad if you were from Generation Z and you didn't know how to turn on and turn off a laptop. You would be considered a digital immigrant, basically. And normally, digital immigrants are people who are over the age of, let's say, 70. So you don't want to be one of those. What should people do to improve their English? This is a very good question, especially for you guys who are listening. If you want to improve your vocabulary knowledge, I suggest you to download. I suggest downloading the application called WordUp. WordUp is a very good application for vocabulary, and if you actually pay a little extra, I don't know how much, you could have access to all of the other features. For instance, you could learn idioms, other collocations. It has more examples. I personally have paid for it too. I use it. I may not have a lot of time to use it, but I try to use it at least once a week. Another thing students could do is they could listen to podcasts. Um, it could be podcasts like this one that you're listening to right now, or other podcasts that has English speakers. Um, I also suggest people reading the news from Guardian, the BBC, CNN, and there are a lot of good vocabulary they could learn from there. So that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed listening and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you.